Hello, gamers, and welcome on back to ECAC Week 6 of the Valorant League. Today, we got an awesome matchup for you guys. Our 2 and 3 University of Idaho Vandals are going up against the 4 and 1 St. Joseph's University. This is going to be a good one. You're joined here with Bradical, along with Binkaloid.
Hi.
Yeah. Man, many words, but man, doozy matchup this week for our Vandals. 4 and 1, that's pretty impressive in this league. Definitely one of the top dogs in our division. And want to give the audience just a little recap.
Recap.
No, we're not doing that again.
Yep.
A recap of what happened last week.
Last week, it wasn't a good memory.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
remember.
Would you say it's a recap?
It is a recap.
Oh, okay.
It is pretty much a recap.
Okay.
Not the proudest moment from the Vandals, but a good lesson in. The key phrase that was constantly being said is that numbers don't matter. They really didn't matter for that game because it was just a. Whoo! It's God, I can't even.
Yeah,
I don't know how to word this
kind
right
of
without.
forbidden.
Yeah,
I kind of gave you the hardest job.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to word this out without sounding mean in any way, but
it was a rough one.
It was a really rough one.
It wasn't our week.
And now that we're going against the 4 and 1 St. Joseph University, we'll see. Once again, the numbers don't lie. The Vandals could get out on top. The numbers are close enough, at least with wins and losses. We do have our analysts' notes. We don't have an analyst segment for this stream. One of our analysts wasn't able to make it, so we just decided to give the notes to us, which we know exactly what to do with them.
Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Yeah, last week, St. Joseph's University got a big win against their opponent. It went to map 3. And who are a couple players that we should be looking out for today?
Really big one is Odd on St. Joseph University. They really top fragged in their last game against Florida International University. Is it International or Florida?
Yeah, International.
Yeah, Florida International. We just spoke about this. Sorry, the coffee's wearing off. Yeah, in their first map, he was 31 and 19.
That's pretty good, especially being an Omen player.
Yeah.
Yeah, Omen getting 31 kills, that's definitely an impressive thing. And another thing that we should probably mention today is that our JV team actually has a bye. So that's why they're all watching our varsity team in the lobby. And there's Game Captain, the captain of the JV team, checking in on all the players, hyping them up. Let's go.
Going back to the St. Joseph University team, Odd was definitely top fragging in all their games that they played. And a few other players that I should mention is Vibe Killer, which is usually second right below Odd. And then we also have on St. Joseph University, Freecan, Orange, and Zhao.
Zhao is going to be Teo on the side of St. Joseph University. And going into our first map, it is Haven. I don't... this actually could have been our map. I think our Vandals were thinking about Haven or Corrode. Corrode was one of the maps St. Joseph didn't really have a good time on last week. So we'll see if that pops into the rotation today. But boy, oh boy, we are getting started here. We are just running kind of our classic comp on Haven. I don't think Cheese usually plays Vito on Haven. Has been playing Vito on some maps. Could be a new role to look out for. But taking a look at St. Joseph University here, they got the Cypher as a Sentinel. They got Omen as Smokes. They got the double initiator with Sky and Sova. All around a very well-rounded comp for both sides. Should be pretty fun. Idaho running the double smokes.
And look at our fancy schmancy new scorecard. So nice.
It is very fancy
angular.
schmancy. Yeah, I did just realize that. Yeah, wow.
Very cool.
I've never seen one like it, and I kind of like this. I kind of dig
it. Wraps around
Yeah.
everything. But still
And goes around the
futuristic.
timer. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to our
Graphics team, yeah.
our graphics team. But we are getting started here. Idaho on defense. St. Joseph starting out on the offense. It looks like it's going to be kind of a pretty fast into garage C split here. Skydog going out on the site. Clear out garage here. Cheese getting spotted out and is going to go down in the hands of Free Can here. Blood also going down backside. And other Vandals follow.
One enemy remaining.
Only Zombie left.
1v4 into the pistol round. Zombie
Spike
does
planted.
catch Odd right before. Just gets spammed out. Pistol round will go to St. Joseph University, and
That was a fast one.
that was a fast one.
Yeah, especially when we had 3 defenders in the back to side. It just kind of sucked that Cheese got kind of caught out and actually went down. But St. Joseph, I really like that strat coming from them. Just a very solid C split, send 3 main or 3 garage, 2 main. It's a solid strategy that works out a lot of times on a pistol round. I think more teams should run that.
But we're going into round number 2, a save for the Vandals.
And
it's a lot of
they
pressure.
got a strat. Yep. All 5-man running it down through mid. St. Joseph is very aware of this.
Spike
And
down A.
apologies for the error. Okay, here we go.
Last player standing.
Orange
man.
taking down a couple, and Blood is the only one left. Our screen kind of went down there for a second, so
Yeah, a little
couldn't
bit of-
exactly see what happened.
A little bit of technical difficulty. We didn't really see the majority of the gunfight there.
Yeah, but it's just a good old save round.
Yep, and now we're going into round 3. This is a big one for the Vandals. We get a full buy. And setting up a defense here, setting 3 on A, and B site's pretty open. It's smoked off, but looks on St. Joseph. Might be doing a little bit of pushing on C, and then a lot going through mid there.
It could be the same C split we saw in that pistol round, but Cheese, instead of playing backside, is playing very forward here in this corner. I don't think they're going to check it. No, they are not checking the corner. Cheese getting 2, Diabolic getting
C.
1 of his own. It's a 4 versus 2. Vibe Killer trying to get on site.
Good position here for the Vandals. Spike is down on Belongs. Some Cheese gonna peek. Sees that Spike is down. Saw one of St. Joseph's there. Orange getting a lot of chip damage there, but it's gonna be hard to grab this Spike. Blood gets Orange down. Vibe Killer giving Blood a 2K for the end of round 3. Good clean round there.
Yeah, I really liked that from the Vandals. Cheese getting some space in C main, and he didn't just do it alone. His teammate was there just in case there was an emergency and people were peeking him, but teammate backed out. Cheese had a very goaded spot, got 2 picks, cleaned up the round. Yeah, very solid anti-bonus round from the Vandals right there, making the score 1-2. It's going to be another C split. 3rd time we've seen this in 4 rounds here. Vandals have got practice in. Cheese showing it off, taking out Odd. Odd was getting pretty aggressive there, pushed up past Garage. And it just seems like Vandals are just giving up sight. Playing for this retake here. Spike is going to go down. Idaho up 1 member. But,
Vibe Killer with a 3K there.
Yeah, and
Oh,
has
man.
potential to go for an ace. The round's still going. Still 2 Vandals left. No, not anymore.
Oh, man, Blood.
Kind of reversing it. It's a
Coming
2
out
versus
to
2
play.
now.
This is
Omen
gonna be-
TP
player
straight
standing.
into smoke.
Orange gets him out, and Some Cheese doesn't tech his left side, getting down by Zhao.
Yeah, almost brought
That
it
was
back, but yeah,
yeah.
Vibe Killer with crazy 3 headshots right in a row, back to back to back. Really doing a lot of damage for St. Joseph, and that's what we were saying before this game. Vibe Killer was always like that second fragger on the team. That they're that duelist role, so that's kind of what you expect. But man, that's a great start for St. Joseph University.
And I'm like that we're seeing some good performance out of Blood here. You know, I just he's always left to be last, but you know, in the past couple of games, you know, I haven't really seen him being able to, you know, make anything of it. But now the Blood 4K might be coming soon.
Yeah, we definitely could see it. Blood is definitely one of our most consistent players, I'll say. He's always very consistent.
Vandals gets spotted on defense. Zombie bringing down Free Can after Zhao.
Yeah, evening out the numbers. These smokes stalling out these sight lines. Finally going down. Orange finding one on Cheese. And what a flick from Odd to get that kill on Blood. And Vibe Killer and Orange closing out the round in the back of sight. And it's going to be a 4-1 good anti-save from St. Joseph University here. And these rounds are going pretty quick.
Yeah, that's true, Brad. You know, I think it's really just. Did they even plant last match?
They did not plant that round.
Yeah, it's just some really good gunplay here from St. Joseph, and you know, if they do get that plant, it's going to be tough to see, especially if they have their post-plant strategies just locked in. Idaho really has their work cut out for them for defense this game.
Yeah, and an immediate Sky ult from St. Joseph here just to kind of scout out where all the defenders are, and they found out that there was no one B. Diabolic goes down from from the top ropes with Odd.
It's a plant on B. It's a 5v4. It's a great setup here from St. Joseph on this B side. Zombie bringing down Odd, though. Bringing down the top fragger, moving in with some cheese. Round this corner, Songwon at the same time.
The
Ooh,
Nightfall.
Orange with a 2K, thinning out the numbers.
Orange
with a 3K to close it out. Match number 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 6.
Yeah, that was round number 6, and it's not just one person on St. Joseph kind of cooking right now. It's a couple of them. I think there's been 3 of them with 3 different 3Ks on the round.
If we could check the scorecard real quick, we can check out those numbers.
But yeah, this is certainly a well-needed timeout. Obviously you don't want to take it this fast into the game, but I mean, even though it's been like less than 10 minutes, we're already on round 6. Usually Valorant matches don't really go this fast. The Vandals are contesting the sites. They're not really going for much of a retake unless they have to, and when they're fighting on site, they're just going down a couple numbers. So
what do you think could help them out here?
Yeah, I either play aggressive, take space on defense to the site where they aren't going, maybe send the flank around to try and cause a little bit of havoc, or just honestly fighting them in the main area instead of like letting them reach to site and then fighting them. Could be a thing, but right now it just seems like St. Joseph is really winning in terms of the gunplay and the aim aspect. Vandals, we know, can aim pretty well.
I think.
What do you think, Big Boy?
I think we should try at least one round where we just lock down site, make St. Joseph play slow to try to get onto site. Because from what I'm seeing right now, they're a little aggressive, but they're very safe with their aggression. They do, you know, a little strafe peeking. They're really good with accuracy, so trying to get, you know, a little bit of surprise on them would be beneficial. We've seen that for at least one round where we got them down. Ooh, speaking of down goes Songwon with an op shot from Odd.
Yeah, I didn't even clock that Odd had an
boy.
operator. An operator in the hands of Omen, you don't see that a whole lot. If Vibe Killer gets one, goes down to the hands of Blood. Blood is doing a lot for this Idaho team. You want to see a couple others start to work themselves in and warm up. But as St. Joseph is planning on the C site, all the Vandals are coming through flank, going through garage. They're going to have to somehow peek out of this smoke. They might do it together. They might wait it out. Free can getting one on Blood. Zombie with the trade.
Yep. Now we have this one St. Joseph's down towards his attacker side spawn. Vandals just pushing through mid here. Gonna have to deal with just a Cypher now.
One enemy
I'm not on their side. Orange brings down some cheese, and Zombie might just be saving here.
I think
Taps
he is
Zhao for a little bit.
Oh, but now they know exactly where Zombie is on the map. You just have to try and hide out, conserve your life here. Or you could take out a couple. Does go down. Got a bit ambitious towards the end, but I think Idaho should still be able to buy this round. Yes, they will be, but man, this is a very fast 1-6. Idaho has to start putting some rounds on the board, especially on defender side on Haven.
I'm going to check up on our notes because I'm pretty sure that Haven was St. Joseph's best performing map, and that would make a lot of sense with what we're seeing right now. Looking back on the notes, yep, Haven was their 14-2 map going up against Florida International.
14-2?
14-2 or 12, 14-12.
Oh, okay. I was like,
misread that.
That's crazy.
That. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Whoa. As you're saying all that, Idaho got 3 picks in a row. First time all map, it seems like. And also, for the first time, St. Joseph doesn't really have the number advantage, and they don't quite have an idea of where any of Idaho is. There's cheese on this A site. If they do choose to move their way up to this A site, there is going to be veto utility, but with less than a minute on the round, they also could be choosing to save this operator. You would think St. Joseph has a lot of money by it being 6-1, but if people are going down, the economy could not be the
30
greatest.
seconds left.
Yeah, definitely appears to be a save here, and the Vandals keeping some good pressure, just not moving, forcing St. Joseph's to do something, but with 20 seconds left on the clock, it's just going to be a quick little save from them, hold on to their op, hold on to their guns, keep their money.
Freakin' is make this way towards mid, but I don't think there's enough time to get a plant down. No, there is not. So that's going to be the second round win for Idaho. They didn't get everyone, but they didn't lose anyone.
Yep.
And that's what truly matters. And like I said, that was a round Idaho needed. They need to get some round wins on the board before swapping to attacker side, because Haven definitely is defender side.
Absolutely. We're not seeing that so far right now, with the attacking side doing 6, defending only getting 2 match wins. But, you know, the game's still young. We're still early in. We're only a few rounds away from the half here.
Yeah, it is going to be a 5-man push onto A site. Viper's Pit going down in mid to take control over all of the mid area for the Vandals. But as that pit is flowing, St. Joseph is flowing towards this A site. 2-2 split, couple from sewers, couple from main. Getting on the site is Vibe Killer, trying to find anyone, but all the Vandals retreated from site.
Freakin' seems to be knowing where they are. It's up to the Vandals just to push a little bit further, try to see what's going on. Zombie there with another, just trying to spot one. Freakin', the only one looking down that way. Meanwhile, the rest of the Vandals pushing to support that one entrance. It's going to be a quick retake. Freakin'
did
down
not
strongly.
expect the Cypher trip right away.
Some cheese, and down go the Vandals.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the best retake I've seen from Idaho. They were all kind of going out of the same choke point right there. And if you are to do that, you have to throw a ton of utility. They did do like the neon wall. I bet they threw a blind or two, but that Cypher trip taking out Songwon right as he's dashing, that's your duelist down, that's your space taker down, and it made the retake that much harder, and they just had to flood in after that, and nothing really could have been done.
Vibe Killer finding Songwon, might have seen Diabolic there too, taking this window space here. Vandals not giving much more after the first peek. Seeing on the C site here, down C long.
Blood has so much space on this A side. You do like to see that on defenders, but getting aggressive, takes out the tripwire, just going and retreating back. You could tell St. Joseph wanted to take that fight with a pair.
But speaking of pairs, we have the two from St. Joe's trying to move on this C site here. Omen most likely odd with that op. Just choosing to smoke, and
Toxin screen down.
St. Joe setting up a push here.
Yeah, there's 45 seconds left, so they're going to have to start working their way to A. There are two defenders here, Blood and Fade. They don't have the greatest utility. Okay, the smoke is going to go down, but Orange is already on site. What a crazy Sofa Dart, revealing that there's two defenders behind the boxes. Trade going down. Man, Jet getting a second one on Diabolic. Yeah, P-Killer is popping off as this Jet. Blood from behind? From Heaven?
Heaven. Oh,
Last player standing.
Traded out by Orange.
Oh, jeez. Gets the round win. That's good awareness right there. Odd was going for that flank. Cheese was like, oh, I don't know where he is. Might as well be flanked. Turns around, gets him with his knife out. Idaho has 3 wins now. It's not Jover.
Yep,
it's not Vandal Jover.
Yep, we're only down by 4.
2 rounds in the half. Idaho could look to try and make this a 5-7. St. Joseph obviously wanting to try and get these last 2 rounds. They know they can. They've been pretty fluent on this attacker side, but Idaho, they've definitely been sticking around.
I've got your
St.
trail.
Joe be putting up a very aggressive A push here. Blood teleporting away, but not going to be fast enough. Orange is going to catch him in the back. The rest of St. Joe's making it onto this A site. The Vandals setting up a good flank here from the bottom of A site. It's going to be a tough one. Numbers advantage does go to St. Joe's, but Some Cheese brings it back round. Zhao with the trade on Songwon, keeping this number game active. Some Cheese does find Zhao and Vibe Killer, choosing to stay a little bit away from Heaven. Some Cheese getting down Vibe Killer. Orange trades Some Cheese out. Diabolic getting another one. It's a 2v2 on this A site here.
They're working their way onto site. Zombie has to clear out Hell here. Does clear it, but not fully. Wow, Free Can closes out the round for St. Joseph, making it half point here. Man, couple of these retakes from Idaho. They're setting some flanks now, which is working. They're getting like a pick or two. But Blood getting caught out in the very start of that round due to that Sky Cabbage just really started Idaho off on the wrong foot. Couple replays so far. There's so many, but VIP Killer is absolutely going crazy as this Jet.
I didn't see that was a wallbang on Some Cheese that round.
Oh yeah, wallbangs happen a lot, Heaven. And there's also a lot of A pushes happening. Blood with a crucial pick on the Jet, who has been popping off for St. Joseph.
Zhao finds Zombie. Blood getting down by Odd. Meanwhile, you see in the bottom, Diabolical was able to bring down Orange
with a stinger.
with a crazy flank. It's a 2v3. Now it's a 2v2. Some Cheese bringing down Freecan, finding
remaining.
Zhao 2.
Spike
And now it's down
A.
to Diabolic. Spike is down A. This is a great position here for the Vandals. Odd, moving ever so closer. Some Cheese choosing to try and take this heaven space. Odd's going to pick up the spike. Smokes himself off. I don't know if Some Cheese saw the tip of his head there.
I don't think
outside of
Odd
the smoke.
saw him either. Oh, the
Teleporting up
teleport!
here, but Some Cheese able to close it out.
That was a really risky teleport. But
Switching
I
sides.
understand it. They have the lead, but man, Idaho did a good job bringing that back from 6-1, bringing it all the way to 8-4, showing that they're still in it. Definitely a lot of warm-up in those first couple of rounds. Those first rounds were so fast. It all happened in a blink of an eye, and we've been seeing Cheese and Blood doing wonders for Idaho.
Yep, they're putting in the work this game, and you know, with the numbers that we've seen for the record of St. Joe's, they definitely have their work cut out for them, but it's only 4-8. We're down 4, and you know, anything could happen here. If we could have our observer give us a little tab to see how our econ, how our scorecards are looking.
Well, we're in the round. We'll do that right on after. Idaho taking incredible space mid here. Or, oh, wait, no, we swapped sides. St. Joseph taking incredible space, and Diabolic taking advantage of that Neon Stun. That was a great Neon Stun from Songwin. Odd getting one on Blood.
And rotating out of there. The final 4 Vandals looking pretty worse for Rare. Pushing towards the C site here, bringing down Odd. Some Cheese with a fast finger.
I would have liked to see Odd be hiding in the corner, especially being a one-shot. He was taking space, but yeah, I think being in the corner could have been more crucial. Songwin gets caught dancing all over the site. Zombie with the pick to take the pistol round for Idaho, and that's a good start for the half. Get the mental, get the vibes up. I was talking to Cheese right before the match, and I was asking good old Cheese, the captain of the team, what's the goal for today? What do you want to work on? And he said he wants to keep vibes up, and he also said, I want standing fist bumps after every round. We saw a little bit of that last week. I haven't seen any so far today. I've not seen any standing up, maybe because it was a bit of a rough start. So.
Maybe it's an if blank, then blank. If vibes are up, then standing fist bumps.
Oh, yeah, possibly. Could be
with
that.
a good sniper shot for the first blood. Putting a lot of pressure on St. Joe's already. Pushing towards this A site. Might have split off a little bit there, but no, they're sticking together, pushing on this A site here.
Yeah, good rotation. Songwin getting that kill, and then all the way is already to A site, getting ready to enter for his team, doing some crazy B hopping.
Zhao gets trapped
Utility
behind
going
the
down.
molly. Being able to push Blood, brings down Vibe Killer. It's a numbers advantage for the Vandals here.
Oh, wow. Diabolic finding Odd. Man, that's a good shot right there. Good reaction time from Diabolic. Zhao is still in the same spot we left him with the shorty. Just trying to pray that someone gets aggressive on the side of Idaho. I think both of them are. Not much they can do. They don't really have the greatest of weapons. They do get a trade off. And Spike is going to go down. So that's going to be a round win for Idaho. Freecan, we can see going to sewers, trying to catch a kill. Is not going to be able to, and goes down to the Spike. Good, clean first 2 round wins of this half for Idaho.
And already we're only down 2 going into the 3rd round of this second half. Tables are turning a little bit. There's a little shift. The vibes are getting pretty good. And here we go looking at the scorecard here. Orange seems to be top fragging now.
Yeah, Orange has been playing really good all map. Had a couple multi-kills some good flashes, and overall just great support utility for their team. Idaho working their way towards C. This is going to get smoked off. Songwin is going to be a Neon entering on the site with an Outlaw. I am very curious to see how this one will work out. They're trying to deal with this Cypher trip, not being able to get it. Sometimes those Cypher trips can be a pain in the butt, and that's why I play him.
Meanwhile, Some Cheese pushing up, testing this B site here to see how open it is. Ooh, just peeks away from the flash.
Yeah, that flash is going to get intel that someone is mid for Idaho.
Ooh, Odd with a first blood on Zombie.
Songwin getting out of there.
Vandals are a little spread out, and Zhao is going to capitalize on that, bringing down Sub Cheese. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 with Diabolic. Bringing down Zhao. Blood for Odd. It's a 3v3 now.
Oh, was reading the flank, but
Spike down mid.
didn't get that full read. Blood
30 seconds left.
with the paranoia. Good dash away from VIP Killer.
Last player
Oh, and
standing.
VIP Killer bringing down Songwin, trying to get that spike, and Orange cleans up Blood for another win for St. Joe's. And I think it's Vipe Killer going for Viper.
Okay.
This
Yeah, But what? Why wouldn't you name yourself Viper Killer then? At that point, I mean, it could be.
too many letters? I'm not
Could
sure.
be. We'll call him VIP. We'll call him VIP.
VIP
Or
Killer?
Vibe Killer. Yeah.
Vibe Killer.
Vibe's the one you said. Okay, Vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orange has been really good for St. Joseph on closing out rounds and getting those final kills. He's an Iceman. I can tell.
Vandals splitting off, sending 2 towards A. Diabolic with a great early kill on Odd there.
Taking one defender down in sewers. All of the defenders coming towards C site, so the A fake isn't really going as planned. St. Joseph is reading it. But Idaho could just use the fake and use it to their advantage and just go right on over. Already a bit of space being taken from Blood, at least in the A main area. St. Joseph, I've noticed, likes to play around this B site. Very fast rotations on defense. Definitely the strategy to do on Haven on the defender side.
Now a little bit of a B push here from the Vandals. Songwin using that neon wall, setting up a little bit of defense, not going to do anything.
And they're just going to back right on out
rotate
because
towards A.
Blood has taken so much space on A. It was a great distraction.
seconds
Is he going to
left.
catch Zhao? Yes, he
Catches
will.
Zhao.
Spots Orange, putting a little bit of pressure for St. Joe's. And bomb's going to go down. It's going to be a hard retake for St. Joe's here, going against 3v5. I don't think anybody's taken that much damage. Ooh, Vibe Killer does bring down Songwin and Some Cheese. And still is in that heaven space.
Getting 3 all in the same spot on Heaven. Diabolic is going to use
One
his
enemy
ultimate before it's too late, and it's a 1 versus 1. But you are in Diabolic territory here, Freecan.
This is going to be
1 HP.
tough one for Freecan. I'm not sure he knows where the bomb is. And gets caught out by Diabolic for the 7th round win for the Vandals. We're still just down 2.
Yeah, down 2, but it's better than being down 5 when it was 6-1. So Idaho doing a very good job of staying in this game, and I could tell the vibes are not down. That is one of the good things about this Vandals team, is that even if they're losing, we always see them when they're on camera. They're still smiling. They're still kind of laughing a little bit. So it's good to always be throwing jokes in.
Yep, keeping the vibes up, keeping morale boosted.
Oh, wow. St. Joseph, 5-man push mid, stealing the Vandal strategy. A couple of them going back to A site.
Diabolic does seem to realize what's going on here. Finding Odd a little bit, getting some chip damage in. Ooh, but Odd retaliates, bringing Diabolic down to 2, bringing him down.
Gets the wall bang.
Goes back and forth here. Songwin gets Odd, Zhao for Songwin, Blood for Zhao, trades back and forth.
My ult is ready.
Yeah, and Freecan is also coming from mid. I don't might not expect a third one coming from flank. Oh, yes, they are. Cheese is absolutely looking at it.
Oh, and here it's a Phantom versus a Sheriff here. Freecan lands this headshot. It's going to be a tough one for the Vandals to come back from.
Yeah,
Some
kind of just
cheese.
waiting to see if they rotate, not really pushing or moving a muscle. Freecan is, and I definitely think that is the strategy. Wait till Vandals push on the site and then do the flank. Idaho, all three pushing on the site. Orange with
30
the
seconds
flash,
left.
but is going to go down thanks to Blood.
Vibe Killer.
Vibe Killer. We've seen what they can do in heaven.
Yes, we have. Some
One
cheese
enemy
going to be
remaining.
able to find Freecan, making it a 1v3. It's all down to Vibe Killer in this heaven space. They're going to start rotating away from it. The Vandals preparing for the worst. Blood still being underneath heaven. Vibe Killer slowly moving towards it. Some cheese is going to find him though. Bringing it 8-9 and closing the lead in for St. Joe's.
Yeah, that was really
Another
funny.
weekend.
Cheese just had an incredible read on Freecan. It's like he could almost smell him or something. Was looking for him half that round. Couldn't get him in the spawn area, but finally got them in sewers. And Idaho is 1 round win away from tying this thing up. Cheese on top of the leaderboard, 15-1. Diabolic and Blood close behind.
And I would love to give a shout out to Blood there with that strategy use. He was covering for the rest of his team, entering on that little elbow area towards A site. And immediately as he saw the rest of his team move there, he smoked heaven and found his place to sit down. And, you know, I'm just seeing a lot of growth out of Blood, and I love it.
Yeah. Blood also was a great lurker a couple rounds back. Songwin pushing onto site, investing the ultimate, getting one, playing around the corner, using his teammates as bait. Throw everything you have at them. Odd getting 2. It is a 2 versus 2.
And Spike still hasn't even gone down.
Oh, Diabolic is going to be heard. Can Odd catch them out? Diabolic is not aware.
Did turn just in time, but wasn't ready.
Zombie rushing the Sova ult, can't find the shots. St. Joseph winning the round after that that massacre on site.
Yeah, that was some great retaliation there from St. Joe's. Odd just keeping cool under pressure with that Neon ult from Songwin. And just able to keep delivering, bringing down Songwin, taking another, and just keeping the numbers game up.
Yep, that is the goal of the game here. And St. Joseph's leaderboard is very even right
Yes,
now.
very consistent.
Yeah, everyone's putting in the work, putting in the hours here.
Yep. Getting their ones.
Idaho making a very slow push onto A, sending a lurking Some Cheese in mid, who is going to be spotted out by Odd. Just going to retreat on back. You want to play your life if you're the lurker. You just want to cause as much confusion and chaos as possible. And secrecy. And all the while, Idaho has just fully taken up this site, pushing into the spawn. And Zhao was ready, but Blood was even more ready for that fight.
Gonna find Orange too, making it a 5v3. We do see Odd going for a flank on this A site. St. Joe's just looking really spread out for this defense rotate towards A. Odd getting Zombie down with a good flank. Might be able to catch Some Cheese too if they back up.
Paranoia is not going to hit anyone.
By Some Cheese, but able to bring him down.
Player
Songwin
stands.
trades it out. Vibe Killer for Diabolic. And Blood and Some Cheese able to end that round win for the Vandals.
Yeah.
Still just keeping it a 1-round difference here.
Yeah. After that first half, it's definitely a more back and forth game. Which is what you like to see. Songwin got 3 kills on the round. That's another thing you like to see if you are an Idaho fan. And I really liked this from Idaho. They took all the space on site, and before planting, they actually pushed into their spawn. And I think that's what caught Zhao off guard is
Yep.
they were expecting to hear a spike plant, but they didn't. Cheese getting a very quick kill on Vibe Killer. Blood getting one on the other Omen. Omen differential, if you will. And Idaho, just like that, is up 5-3.
Sleeve and Spike close to spawn, just picking it up now. Might be a C push here for the Vandals. They've already taken that mid space. It's just one free can defender goes down by Stupid Zombie.
And now they don't have to worry about any Cypher trips on the site. Good smokes going down.
Now, Orange was about to push in. I was just about to interrupt. Sorry, Brad. But then got smoked out, choosing to reman up with Zhao. But we have some cheese waiting for this smoke to go down, pushing a little bit further, catching Zhao. Orange is going to trade it out. And it's just Orange up against 4 of the Vandals. Does get spotted out in Songwin with the sliding Phantom kill. Ties up the game 10-10. This has been a close one, Brad.
Yeah, and Idaho, we've seen in past weeks, is used to playing down in kind of the beginning of the match and then making a pretty solid attempt of comebacks, sometimes winning, sometimes just losing in the end. But it is all tied up now. They have done the work, and it's really anyone's game starting right now.
The Hawks definitely got to be feeling the pressure a little bit now as we go into this 21st round. The Vandals setting up a little lurk, some cheese, choosing not to do too much with it. Rotating now towards A with one defender. Once again, it's Free Can on this A site. Finding Songwin early.
Yeah, those tripwires have been the bane of Songwin's existence. Cypher trips against a Neon, it's just not going to work out for the Neon a lot of times.
Plan is going to stick, and yep, Stupid Zombie knowing that there's going to be some on this Heaven space. Some cheese snooping with Stupid Zombie to cover any flank in this lower A site, but it's odd with Diabolical moving towards the top of site.
Nightfall goes down, and Idaho is wiped out.
Yep. St. Joe's going to bring us to 10-11. That was a great round there. And it's, do you think it was just a bad read from Zombie and Cheese there, choosing to go more towards the bottom of spawn? Or do you think that they were going to just give some space and then try and go back to that A site?
I think
we're not done yet.
As long as they're playing together, that's definitely like the main goal. I'm okay with that as long as they're together. It just didn't really work out that time around, but sometimes that could have worked out.
Now the Vandals might be pushing a little bit of C. Could be a fake here, but they're gonna have two Hawks right here, just eyeing down this C long. Songwin gonna go for that jump peek.
Man.
And then some cheese bringing down Vibe Killer.
Vibe Killer, I don't know why, was just holding their knife out in the middle of the lane. That seemed a bit risky.
Zhao and Odd taking the C site.
Oh, that
Songwin.
being... Oh, no dart
Wow.
shooters on the hands of St. Joseph University. And off that pick, all of Idaho is rushing onto this A site. But there is a Cypher setup. This could stall for a little bit of time. The other two defenders are making their way. Omen teleporting on the site to try and help here. Songwin.
They're going to see in that smoke. Free Can bringing down Songwin. And pushing more, gets Zombie. Diabolic trades it out. It's going to be a 3v2. The Hawks have their work cut out for them with this retake. Odd and Orange getting their ones. And Diabolic going down is going to bring the Hawks to match point.
Yeah, that's got to be one of Idaho's worst rounds yet of this map, is what I'll say. They just took... They gave him opportunities for ones in that 3v2 at the very end.
Yeah.
And just kept peeking back to back. And it wasn't even, like, quick enough to where it would be, like, a good trade. It was just one by one by one. That is not how you play a 3-on-3. Just move back, take fights together, but duo swing or something. You got that crate to work around with on site, but doesn't matter anymore. They lost the round, and St. Joseph University is on match point. Idaho has to try and force this into OT, and that's a good start so far.
Oh my! Sumcheese with an early 2K right on that B site. The rest of the Vandals gonna pop. Sumcheese getting a 3K, bringing down Odd. Freecan gonna take down Blood, and this B site is the Vandals. It's going to be Zhao and Freecan. Zhao going down to Sumcheese with
just
a 4.
going around the map hunting.
Is Cheese going to go for the ace?
It's Wabbit season.
Yeah, Sumcheese pushing through spawn, going to choose to push through it. Does get
getting
tagged by
spammed
Freecan,
out.
but with the angles here,
Oh,
Sumcheese!
And there's the stand-up
There it
fist
is.
bump. That's,
There it
I guess
is.
all it takes is an ace for
Yes.
that stand-up.
But now the morale is there. The Vandals, it's 11-12. They need one more round to bring it to overtime. This is going to be a close one. The stakes have been raised, and so has my heart rate. I am into it.
That is a great round for Idaho, especially going into this round that decides if they are going to go to overtime or not. St. Joseph University just barely having enough money to buy full loadouts and utilities, so good job on them managing their economy well. And we saw Cypher start out this half on that C site, but has just moved to his A site.
This A push again. The Vandals have not had great luck pushing onto this A site. Freecan will spot Songwin and Stupid Zombie going into this. Freecan with that. Oh, just trapping Songwin here.
Fade Eye in the back of site. Odd
Oh,
Orange, but it's a 2 for 2 trade. Orange getting 3. Only
Five killer
diabolic
with
left
the
on
ult.
site.
It's not going to work out for the
Defenders
Vandals
win.
there. 13-11, the final score for the first map. But what a map it was.
Yeah, Idaho really fought. Really fought. It is hard to fight that much, especially starting out in a very rough start. But Cheese absolutely popping off for Idaho. And Orange had so many incredible plays, and so did Odd. We mentioned Odd but before that map, how they got 30 kills on this exact map.
Yep.
And it was proven.
It wasn't that map.
Oh,
He
it wasn't
got-
map? Okay.
It was 31 kills on Pearl.
Okay.
Haven, I believe he got 21 or 27.
Oh,
I'm
so
trying to
washed.
remember.
So washed. Whatever. But, hey, they got the win that time around. They played pretty good, and the adaptation, what I was saying right there, Cypher moving from that C site to that A site, I think is what actually won them that defender side.
Yeah,
because they
because
only had 2 defender wins.
Every single A push that the Vandals were doing were just immediately contested by that Cypher, and they were really able to hold their own. Freecan on that one A site, just constantly just being the needle in the Vandal side, allowing the rest of St. Joe's Hawks to move in, and then, yeah, that's what gave them that round win. I was about to say it at the end of that last round, doing another A push after it hasn't worked the last 3 times.
Yeah, they
I
were
mean, come
really
on.
kind of forcing that A push. It worked out in the beginning of that half, but since that Cypher moved to the A site, you just don't go to the site with Cypher. It's kind of as simple as that. Songwin got kind of caught out by a couple of those tripwires as Neon. It happens. You're running super fast, and you can't see a complacent object. But,
Yep.
man, there were some good clips coming from both sides that match. Some Cheese with a nice ace, and also a couple good plays. Blood just doing a very good job lurking around the map. Orange getting taken out. That's a very rare clip there. Usually you see them do this, getting 3 kills, securing the victory at the end there. And, man, that was a very good map 1. At first, it wasn't close, and now it's very close, and both teams warmed up now going into this map number 2, which I believe is going to be the Vandals pick.
Yes, and our analyst was able to give us a little bit of advice, specifically with the map Corrode. Corrode was the one map that the Hawks lost in their last game.
And it was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was what was it, 12-4?
Yeah.
I think so. If I'm
Well,
remembering,
13-4.
13-4.
I would hope,
13-4,
unless something
It's-
tragic happened,
yeah,
like
oh,
a
yeah.
hurricane.
And you know, if Corrode does come up, our Vandals have been working on it, so it could be a good little contention there.
It's really funny seeing the entire JV squad on the other side of the row, and then we just have a shadowy figure
Yep.
there grinding. I'm pretty sure it's a tower defense game, so
Yeah.
that's just really funny to think about. Everyone's playing Valorant there besides.
Yeah, he's not
him.
on till he's not on till 7.
Yeah,
He's
tower
just-
defense. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. Make sure to tune in for that stream later tonight.
Yeah, the Bloons Tower Defense stream, 12 hours.
It was like tower defense on Steam. I've never heard of
Oh.
it. It looks
Strange.
kind of fun though. Balloons Tower Defense I grew up on. BTD5 might be top 5 most played games of mine in my life.
Yeah, you say that.
Oh.
But who was there for you when you were just a youngin' and you didn't know where to find video games? You only knew like that one website that your friends knew. Where do you go? Who's there for you? Snail Bob.
Snail Bob.
Snail
Is
Bob.
that where you like click the things
Yup.
to make him go? Oh my
Yup.
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Snail Bob.
That is ball knowledge right there,
Yup.
and I completely agree. That game was so fun.
There
I put
were-
everyone on that at
Oh,
my school.
Yeah, Snail Bob 1, Snail Bob 2, Snail Bob 3, the evil Snail Bob, the Snail Bob love interest. The lore was crazy. There were-
I didn't know there was whole entire lore to
Absolutely.
it.
Yes, of course there was Snail Bob lore. Why do he got a new shell? Like he was like in a car for a little bit, and then there was a wrecking ball. And then there was the guy that was like trying to get Snail Bob, but he kept escaping him. Like,
Wow.
oh man. And speaking of elite ball knowledge, it's always elite ball knowledge
Ooh.
to game with a full can of Monster, the sponsor of Vandal Esports. Nothing gets me ready to play some Valorant or some Snail Bob more than Monster. Specifically, I've got a white Monster here. It's a classic here.
White Monster is really good. Definitely one of our staff's favorites.
Absolutely.
I'll definitely say that one.
Mm.
And then, while we're shouting it out, man, you sure drank that fast.
Oh.
Something else that's pretty fast is Ziply Fiber internet. If you want super solid, reliable internet, you won't lag. You'll have actually decent ping when you're gaming. Definitely check out www.ziplyfiber.com. And if you're a student, you could go to /students, and there are plans starting out as low as $10 a month.
Mhm.
Very good deal, especially if you're in college and you're broke like me.
Yep. Didn't you recently switch to Ziply Fiber?
I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
I did.
you were telling me that your Wi-Fi was just awful, and you were
It was awful. I couldn't watch a YouTube video in my living room. I couldn't do homework in my living room. I was like, "Oh, can we please switch to Wi-Fi?" Finally, I got my way.
And you know what we did? I got Ziply Fiber as soon as I moved in, and you know what we were able to do before the weather got all crappy?
What?
We did homework outside.
Oh, outside?
Yes, we did homework outside.
Ziply Fiber makes you touch grass.
Yes, it does. And
Oh!
speaking of touching grass, our gamers are going into our second map, which is Corrode. And this
Oh.
is a pretty big one because this is our pick, and we're picking a map that we kind of booty on a couple of matchups ago, but we've been working on it. And we did see, like I just brought up, that the Hawks didn't do too well on Corrode in their last game. So this could be
I think it's a very smart pick for Idaho, just based off the information they're given. And it's quite a lucky one because it is a map they play quite a bit, so it just worked out for them.
Yeah, but we shall see this second map pretty soon. Brad, What are your predictions for the rest of this game?
Oh man, like who's winning this map? Or
Yeah.
okay.
What would you like to see?
Well, I mean, I'm always down for a game number 3, a map 3, if
So
you
am I.
will. And I think this setup is the best chance for Idaho to try and force it. Very smart pick, as I was saying. And if they have Cheese as Waylay, oh, we've seen some Cheese on Waylay on Corrode, and it is nasty. There is a crazy 2v5 ace on the Instagram from the map if you just need proof. But yeah, we are heading right on in, and Cheese is just insta-lock that Waylay.
Yep.
That's what I like to see
Yep.
from Cheese and the Vandals. And okay, yeah,
Now,
Zombie was holding on the get-go.
I am going to load up the agent picks that the Falcons had, or the Hawks had, last one. Let's see, it was Vibe Killer was on Reyna. Looks like it's going to be a switch to Jet now. Odd sticking with Omen. They always play Omen. Just a great little there. Orange switching from Fade to Viper. Zhao
Okay.
is switching from Clove. And then Freecan went from Vito to, I believe, isn't that, oh God, don't help me. Don't help me. Okay, maybe help me a little bit.
Who that character is that Freecan's playing?
Yeah.
That's Vita.
Oh, that is Vito.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
I was like, what's happening? So they're just still running double smokes, just changing up Clove to Viper, and then Vibe Killer is going to be playing Jet instead of Reyna,
And
which probably works a bit better with this comp.
yeah, we did see Vibe Killer doing pretty darn well with Jet in the last map, especially towards the end there. I think Vibe Killer did get that kill at the end to win him that game. So we'll see how it goes into it. But, you know, I'm always excited, and I would really like to see a game 3.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a nice change of pace to see all these comps that are running just one duelist. We've been seeing so much double duelist in the meta that it's kind of nice to see a more support-oriented comp. At least I like to see it. I like my double duelist though. The Waylay Neon just dash into sight, brainless, and just frag out. But yeah, Idaho starting on attacker side. St. Joseph's working with the defender side. Man, it kind of just swings both ways for Idaho. It like sometimes they do good on attacker side, sometimes they do good on defense. It's really dependent just on the matchup every single week. Some chip damage going on down on Odd there.
Shooting mid-space really quick. Odd was just there, and then that Viper wall coming from B site just closes off the Vandals a little bit more. The rest moving towards this B site here.
Viper is so good on this map. It can cut off so many angles with just one wall. Like, cutting off the B entrance and then mid is insane. If you can get that value as Viper on the map, it's a good map for Viper.
Yeah, it's just, Corrode's a very tight map.
Yes, indeed. And I know they used all this time to go and work up all the way to B, and they just back away. I mean, they still have time, but it is dwindling down. 40 seconds left. Could try and work through mid. They are spotted out. Odd is going to get hit from that KO knife.
30 seconds
Idaho, they're making up their mind. I think they're scrambling right on over to B. 25 seconds. It is only a veto here, so it was the right option.
Yep, Freecan being the lone defender here. The Vandals going in. It's going to be Diabolic to spot him out. And quick with that headshot, too.
10
Plant is
seconds
going to go
left.
down on B. Diabolic and Blood being the first two defenders to go up against Orange to get one. Blood goes down. Odd getting Songwin. Some Cheese able to get Zhao.
Player
Orange
standing.
going to get Diabolic. Zombie goes down by Vibe Killer. It's down to Some Cheese. He gets handed out for the first pistol round.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, Brad has,
Yeah,
Brad has a few notes.
Okay. I'm breaking that one down. Okay. So Idaho, they clear out the defender. They got number advantage going on the site. Spike is planted. They send 2 to get aggressive into spawn to try and get a pick. One of them ends up going down. They get the trade. And then the other one goes down eventually. And then Idaho just kept refilling that like second partner every time and then keep peeking the spawn.
spot.
If like that only really works if you have the numbers advantage, and then you lost the number advantage, and then you kept still doing it, and then in the meantime people were getting taken out on site. So yeah, just back up if it doesn't work out the first time. That's all I have to say.
Vandals now pushing towards this A site. I believe Zhao might have seen one, and might have seen him again while passing through.
Wow, that fade
that
glue
Viper
doing a
wall.
crazy job at stalling. But Idaho working their way towards halls here. Odd is on the other side of it, taking a little bit of damage, but doing a bit of damage. Cheese ends up taking them down. Shaw is here with a Spectre. Very good gun for this side.
Diabolic and Zombie. If they would have pushed at the same time, would have had a lot more luck. Orange getting another, getting Songwin and Some Cheese. Spike does go down, and Zhao is going to clean up the mess.
Spectres just feel so good when you're going up against classics.
Yes, yes, it does.
It's like the best gun to go against an eco. I honestly, sometimes it's better than a Phantom if it's like a close range sight like A is. I'd probably rather have a Spectre, at least against
Does
the
Odd already have an op?
That would be in Operator round 3, so that's definitely gonna catch Idaho from surprise, I think.
Really? An op on round 3.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep, the quickest you could possibly get an Operator. So, well, we'll see how much impact it has. Does have the Operator on that A main site. Getting some good intel for his team, and that just alleviates pressure for them on that A site, so they can just move willy-nilly to either mid or to the B side or send a flank.
Orange bringing down Zombie for the first blood. Some Cheese retaliating, bringing down Freecan. Owen getting a little bit contested here.
Toxin screen down.
Yeah, this B push is not going to get too much. And it's going to be a rotate towards A, but Odd bringing down Blood with the op. It's going to stop most of the momentum there. This is a tough one for Idaho.
Yeah, and now that Idaho knows there's an Operator on the A side, I don't think they want to rotate anymore. They're like, okay, we were good the way we were.
Oh, Songwin is going to stay on this B
mid.
side. Vibe Killer bringing down
seconds left.
Diabolical. Some Cheese to trade it out. It's a 2v3, and their Viper's looking pretty low. If Songwin is able to get this one here against Vibe Killer, yes, he does.
The off angle from Orange, I
B
really
side is
liked.
open. Here comes some cheese from mid.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, and top mid was completely open for Cheese that entire time after taking down one of the defenders. So
All right.
it's a 2 versus 2, and the Operator probably isn't the greatest of weapons to go into a B site retake.
Yeah.
We'll see if they drop it for a Vandal,
Plus,
which they do.
Songwin is already so low. Some Cheese is going to have to put in most of the work here on site. Songwin is only going to...
Oh!
Crazy,
okay.
but Some Cheese... Oh, what
Cheese
a
was like,
teleport.
where could he have possibly went? I love the idea from Odd.
All right.
Wow.
It's down to Zhao, and I believe he's just going to save.
Oh, might try and find
Oh,
the
that
Operator. It's a bit of hide and seek.
Yeah, but I don't
with
think
this
they'll be
Operator.
able to find it.
I-
The op is lost.
I think it's on the ace side.
Yep.
They might be able to grab it. Yes, they do. Oh, God, what a gross skin. Ugh. Blech. Is that the minima?
Whoa.
I think that's the minima.
I actually think it's pretty cool.
There's better. There's better operator skins. God, have I told you the skin prices in this game?
Oh god, are they bad?
They are bad.
Oh,
Each
no.
one of those fancy little knives with glowing effects probably like cost you around $40, maybe 50.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. In Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's not Counter-Strike level, but like
Yeah.
it is
yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I got a
There's
roommate.
no cheap knife.
Yeah. Yeah, in Counter-Strike, a gut knife that can be seen as a little bit cheap. It goes for $200. Speaking of cheap, a very not cheap shot from Odd there. Bringing down one of the Vandals. Spraying through this Viper wall. Xiao is going to be caught out by 3 of the Vandals pushing through. It's in the smoke. Able to get Diabolic
Spike
down.
down A.
Some cheese picking up the spike. Odd is having some great positions
my
with the operator.
goodness.
What a waste.
Blood for 2.
What even happened? How was blood in between both of them? How'd that even work out?
This is going to be a tough 2v1. Vibe Killer closing out Blood.
Oh, and they're also going to be able to grab the operator. I think Cheese peeked that angle, assuming that Blood was about to take out the operator. Because that's what
Yeah.
it seems like, because I don't know why Cheese would be
Yeah, the
peeking that
timing was a
angle.
little bit off there. Blood was not able to save his teammate. That would have been a completely different story going into that 2v2.
Yeah, and I feel like St. Joseph's has definitely practiced this map since last week. And I really like this operator strat, honestly. I think more teams should use the operator. There's a reason it's the most expensive gun in the game. It's a really good gun, getting more value. And wants to get out there.
So she's getting the first kill, and then Odd with another op shot, bringing down one of the Vandals. It's going to be a mid push here towards A, and Odd is going to bring that op over unless... No, the Vandals might be pushing A. Could be fake, but we do have some of the Hawks pushing through mid here, trying to find any stragglers. Not going to find much. But Odd with that op is just terrifying to move onto this A
Does
site.
miss the shot. We heard it. Cheese getting another kill in the round. Does
Spike
not
planted.
expect the secondary defender mid, so goes down. Zhao getting 3 to clear up the round. I guess he just worked their way around through the hallways, kind of played Ring Around the Rosie against Idaho there, and St. Joseph's gets another round on the board, and it's looking very similar to what it did last map in the beginning.
Yes, it did. But adaptivity is the name of the game. Idaho got to look into their playbook. Try and see what they could do here. Just these op shots from Odd are lethal.
Yeah, and they honestly don't go up against a lot of operators in this league as of yet. So going up against something you're not that experienced at going up against in this level. Obviously, they go against operators and ranked, but in this level, it's a completely different story. Odd is doing such a good job at getting to a position and then changing positions to where Idaho has no idea where they are.
Yeah, that's definitely a good skill to have, and Odd is demonstrating that skill quite well. Blood's going to peek, not going to see him. Freaking on site here. B's moving.
Oh!
Vibe Killer getting a 3K.
With the flank.
And Spike going down on B site.
No one watching mid for Idaho that round, and they were pushing very slow.
Oh, Songwon goes down. Another great little prediction there from Odd. Blood being the last one alive.
There he is. Probably just gonna save at the back of spawn. He's gonna get hunted down.
Yep, is it gonna? Orange is gonna catch him. Another flawless win there from the Hawks.
Yeah, Hawks are playing this defender side insane right now, but also Idaho isn't really getting any executes in. Like, that is something they're good at on this map, is using their utility. They love going for this B site, using the waylay dash into side and then following it up with a couple flashes, some smokes, but we really haven't been seeing that. I don't know if it's the Viper wall / Vito that's scaring them off of the B sites. Probably some of that Vito util that's canceling out theirs, but this is definitely a well-needed timeout, almost in the same exact spot as last map. It might be in the very exact one.
Yep. It's going to be maybe a tough one to see because, you know, when we lost Corrode, we got lots of rounds in practice, and then we were good at Corrode. And the same thing has happened for the Hawks here. But then again, the Hawks are 4-1. So, you know, how do you go up against that? How do you strategize against that? Especially with what you've seen with only 6 rounds on the board.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at what I've been seeing in the map, and you gotta deal with this operator. Wait, where did the operator go? Did they take it down? Oh, it's downgraded to outlaw. Okay, I guess you don't have to worry about the operator. I didn't know it went down.
Okay, a few tags there from the Fight Killer as they rotate away. Zombie's gonna put the pressure on though. Gets smoked out, not going to do much. Suncheese with Bulky Gaming gets caught.
Oh, that Viper Molly is going to stop the entire push through mid, and that's going to allow St. Joseph to get a massive flank thanks to Odd.
Oh, one enemy Zhao closing out the rest of this round, and that was another flawless one.
Yeah, that's back-to-back flawlesses now. It was a save round for Idaho, but you never want to see a flawless on your screen. And looking at the leaderboard right now, Cheese has 7 kills, and then second one has 2 kills, and rest having 1. That's not a way to win this game. They also all have their ultimate. Just send everything. Just mag dump them. Honestly, get a round win. Try and get your momentum, because you know how well your team can do with momentum. Vibe Killer getting some insane damage on Cheese with a nice Phantom head tap. Doesn't end up one-shotting, but does enough damage in order to take him down later. Gets traded out.
Pushing more on this A site. Zhao waiting for the smoke to go down. Orange waiting on site. Meanwhile, we have mid just kind of being at a standstill. It's a 2v1. Zhao bringing down Songwin. Diabolical getting orange.
Oh, the Nightfall going down. That is going to be super effective against
Zhao moving slow around this corner. Odd is going to see one, but it's not going to land the shot. Zhao gets Zombie down.
It's a 2 versus 2. Make it 2 versus 1.
Zhao with the shorty gets Diabolic and Blood. It's now going to be a 1v1 against Freecan, and Blood is hurting.
Literally 1 HP. Using the Viper ultimate at 1 HP. It just takes one single bullet from Freecan to take them out. But I do like this from Idaho. You got to try something. Going through the Viper Molly, and Blood is...
Oh.
Whoa, they are playing mind games, ladies and gentlemen. Can't go back into the Viper's pit. Freakin' has the read.
Oh!
But
what a clutch there from Blood.
Wow. Okay, that was such a bold play, and I kind of like it. It probably would have been nicer if rotated around and then got back in the Viper's pit to keep it up still. But it ended up working for them, and Idaho got their second round on the board. Only using 2 ultimates that round, still having 3 left to work with. 2 of them being pretty good for pushing onto a site. That Waylay ult and that Nightfall, both of them are very effective.
This site did bring the Vandals a bit of success, so they're pushing once more.
That Fade Eye spotted a lot of Vandals. St. Joseph's has a good idea on where most of them are, and Odd just rotating back to A to try and support.
Whenever I see an Odin, I know stuff's going to go crazy style.
Crazy style.
Yup, just like that, Odd with a quick double kill with the Odin, trying to get away, to get the Vandals away from this ace site. Songwin able to get one, but Zombie going down beforehand, leaves him alone, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, good job from St. Joseph's. They got the fade eye on Idaho. They knew that there was at least most of them going towards that A site, so they just put more defenders on site. But it was like by the book. I think Idaho probably should have rotated, waited a little longer before pushing or something, because they got fade eyed.
Yeah, they're switching up their game a little bit, going for this B site, pushing relatively quick. The rest of the Hawks pushing from mid towards B, rotating, getting more and odd with the Odin.
Oh, this Odin might feast.
Through the smoke, getting sub-cheese.
Yeah, and that Odin, it's going to be nearly impossible for Idaho to make it onto this B side. It gets a veto with the oh, I guess Odd is the one with the Odin.
Do you think they'd be able to hear that reload for the Odin from that far away?
Possibly. Yes, I think they can.
Yep, Odd gets blood too.
I do kind of like that Odd is using everything but a Vandal or Phantom, and oh my goodness, another spam through from St. Joseph's. Another Vandal going down.
And it's going to be a quick rotate, but Free Can, just the rest of St. Joseph's is going for this flank. It's not going to look like a long fight for the Vandals now.
Remaining.
Zombie goes down. It's down to
Songwin's
Songwin.
got this. Songwin has it.
Yep, Songwin has it.
Yep. Another flawless on the board for St. Joseph's. They understood the assignment, I guess. I don't know what happened to them last week, but it's like breaking up with your long-term girlfriend and then getting locked in on your gym arc. That's probably what they did for training for this map.
Brad, are you okay?
Yeah.
Right? Are you sure, bud?
Yeah,
okay. All right. Yeah, all right.
I can bench 500 now.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, no. Subtract that by 498.
2 pounds. You can bench 2 pounds. Hey,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a feat. You can actually lift something up.
Cheese dashing on the site after the Waylay ultimate is used. Orange getting the first pick on the round, and it is on Cheese. The duelist entering on the site. Good nade from Diabolic to get that trade in eventually. And Odd with this Odin Heaven, it's going to cause damage.
Getting down to Diabolic does get
enemy
Free Can
remaining.
out. And, oh,
It doesn't
man.
matter if
Down
Odin
B.
splash. They're just going to spray and pray anyway. So, yeah, you can't really deal against that.
Oh, man.
Blood going down, and this half seems a lot worse than the first
Last
half
round in the
of
half.
last map to me.
Yeah.
It just seemed there's a lot more flawlesses and not as many close rounds. Idaho really just struggling to get anything happening on offense here. They used the Waylay ult to enter on the site, but all the defenders backed up, and then Idaho really didn't know what to do after that. They got on the site, but this Odin is causing so much problems. Odd, whether it's an operator or Odin, just always causing problems. The problem child.
It's mainly just thanks to the angles that he chooses.
Yes.
Blood getting a good first
Face
kill
your
on
fear.
5-killer. Leaving B site.
Round 2. This time with the Fade and Nightfall. But is that fake on site with the Fade Nightfall?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay, I see what they did there. They Fade ultimated, and then they Omen ultimate Heaven so that no one could
Screen down.
hear
Here.
them teleport to Heaven because you can't hear with the Fade ultimate.
Right.
But then the Omen canceled, or Blood canceled his TP Heaven, so I don't understand the point of wasting 2 ultimates.
Orange going down from Diabolical. Odd with the Odin, making it onto site. Is going to catch 1, 2. Clearing out the site, going to try and stick it.
What?
The shorty!
What? Oh my goodness! Odd! He is an oddball, isn't he? The last defender coming from mid, Songwin does hear them. Free Can does not have the reaction time. Oh,
Spirits of the Vandal Esports Lab.
Switching
The
sides.
scores have been aligned. It is 9-3. I command your power to be pressed into these players and bring a map win.
We're not biased, by the way. So here's an awesome clip.
Yep.
Awesome replay of Odd absolutely dismantling the entire Idaho team with the Odin and the Shorty. Just the two most toxic weapons right there in that one clip.
I blacked out for a second there. What happened?
Don't,
Whoa, it's
don't
9-3.
worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about
It's
it.
9-3.
Oh, man, I sure hope there isn't like a curse or something. Or
Yeah, we'll
maybe
see.
there
But we're
is.
going into the pistol round of the second half. It's going to be a lot of action. Odd is going to bring
Spike
down some
down
cheese
A.
after some
I have
cheese
the
gets
spike.
Zhao. Diabolical bringing down Odd. Getting it a 4-3. Idaho does have the advantage. Orange brings down Diabolic. Brings it even. Songwin trades it out. Vibe Killer catches one. Not able to do too much damage.
Oh, dashes straight
Right
into their teammate. You're body blocking me.
Freakan looking really low.
Yeah,
Is
he's
hitting
very low.
shots on Songwin,
Ace.
but Zombie and Blood traded out, getting the pistol win. Very good. And then this is just a repeat of last map for these pistol rounds, at least.
It is. It was 8-4 at the end of last half of the match. Wow.
That was a
timeout.
quick timeout.
What?
The
Okay.
half just started.
I've never seen this just straight after a pistol round.
Yeah.
They have to be going for a force. I assume St. Joseph is, because otherwise I don't know why you would time out. I mean, I guess you can cook up a crazy strategy for a save round. But, man, yeah, looking at a couple of these replays, nice clutch from Blood here. Idaho winning the pistol round.
How do you hit those shots with a pistol from so far away?
It's
I'm
just mad
not,
practice.
I'm not accurate at all with any pistol in any game.
Yeah, well, okay, if you ever take a look at these players' levels when they're loading into the map, it's like level 360, level 500. I'm level 200 on my main account, and I have 1,200 hours in the game. So
Wow.
and each level gets like high or harder to progress. So 360, that's a lot of hours on the game. So I would hope they can hit those shots. That's just my little tangent.
I think I have 8.
Oh, you're almost there.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there soon.
Toxins
You're almost there. All right. St. Joseph's just running straight through mid. Going from mid to A here. Diabolic with a nice KO nade to stall out a little bit here. Getting some good spam as well. Playing it perfect from that angle.
Some
She's
cheese
in the corner.
remaining.
gets orange. Diabolic for Zhao, getting that 3K. Vibe Killer dashing away on one little bit of health left. Just
1
rotating
HP.
out of there with the spike. It's going to be hunted down as the Vandals already have A site fully defended. The rotate is going to come soon unless this Jet is going to go back towards A. He's going to have a lot to deal with.
If Vibe Killer wins this round, I will sell the University of Idaho.
I don't think
Okay.
you're able to do that, but thank
No,
God
I
you're
can't.
not going to.
I can't. Flawless from Idaho. And, wow, St. Joseph got flawless on the one round they take a timeout.
Yep.
So, maybe
Didn't that happen to us in the first time?
probably. Hey, we got flawless a little bit. But it's now 9-5. So Idaho starting to make a little distance back.
Yeah, the Vandals
But still have a
leaving
lot more to
Ace
go.
site pretty empty. They
Really
might be-
empty.
They might be playing for the retake here.
Yeah, I think they want to play aggressive on B. Yeah, they're ready for a fight on B. Now that they aren't, it's just going to be, quick rotate. But St. Joseph's is already making advancements straight onto site, getting plant down. That is a very fast and efficient execute onto site. No one going down for Idaho, so it's going to be a 5-on-5 retake. Some coming from spawn, some coming from mid here.
Yeah, this is going to be
All of St. Joseph's
very
is on this
close.
site.
Yep. Very close by. Blood bringing down Orange. Zhao getting Diabolic. Some Cheese trades that out. Vibe Killer does spot Some Cheese. Gets blinded though. Too much. Some Cheese still goes down. Odd getting 2 there with the judge. And Freecan with a spray brings down Songwin. It's 10-5.
Yeah, Idaho likes to take those little gambles ever so often on defense where they stack like 3 on the site and getting prepared for a fight. Usually they are correct, but that time definitely wasn't, and they could not get the retake against them. St. Joseph does have some very good utility for post plant, so that would probably be one of the reasons. But it is now 10-5. St. Joseph is now in double digits. It's getting that much closer for a 2-0 win unless Idaho has something they would like to say about it. Omen already TPing up to heaven. Zombie probably heard the TP coming to their team.
2K there for Zombie. Blood is up on heaven, gonna clean it out. Blood and Zombie.
Wow. Sometimes you need those duo plays. St. Joseph just kind of weaseled their way in the site. Didn't really flash or anything and got picked off from angles. But, yeah, good job from, what was that, Blood and Zombie?
Yep.
Yeah. And that was half of Zombie's kills that round. So, good to see him finally get some impact in the game. Let's see if it can continue. It will probably have to continue if Idaho wants a chance to win this.
The Hawks rushing fast towards the mid while 2 push towards A. I think they're trying to corner these B defenders here just to get the numbers game down. No, it's going to be a full rotate for this B site. Blood is going to bring Odd down. Zhao trading that. Blood getting free can. It's a 4v2. 3, I have to be more observant. Orange getting caught a little by Blood there. Finished off by Blood.
Spike down.
Goes down to
Blood did
Zhao.
Blood did their job as an anchor. It's now a 2 versus 3. Can the rest of Idaho come in clutch? She's getting both of them. And there we go. And there's the stand-up. Okay, Cheese. Okay, standing up. Fist bumps all around. Definitely feeling the nerves now. And they don't want what happened last map where they had a crazy comeback and then they lost 13-11 1 round before overtime.
Yep, they're down 3. They're closing the lead for the Hawks here. But just look at that. 1 for Blood, then 2 for Stupid Zombie.
Yeah,
and
they were just
Blood
both.
for that 3K.
I didn't realize they were both spraying that same angle. That's why they all went down so fast. So that was a good teamwork from Idaho holding on to that site. Blood doing a very good job anchoring on that B site. Keep him there. And I think that's why St. Joseph has been a bit more successful on this A site. The Nightfall goes down. Definitely want to try and follow that one. 2 of the defenders going down. It is left to Songwin, who is still on site, fighting his way, getting 3, getting 4.
Whoa!
Last one is in defender spawn. It is now a 1 versus 1. Omen v Omen, mano v mano.
Oh, this is going to be a close one. Songwin has to cool their nerves a little bit after getting that 4K, especially catching Zhao on that flank. Songwin now, they're smart. Just stick by the spike. Stick by the spike. Camp it.
It looks like that's the plan. He's listening to you. Holding this angle. Oh, man. Can Songwin get the ace?
Oh!
Can not. Man, that is unfortunate. That was good reaction time from Odd and a 4K for Odd as well. 26-9. That is pretty crazy. And Odd is almost like he is the duelist for St. Joseph's. The way they're teleporting to their smokes, getting aggressive into spawn, always teleporting up into heaven. It's like they're playing Omen in the more duelist role while still supporting their team. I really like this playstyle from Odd.
Yeah, Odd has just been capitalizing with each gun that they choose. And then just the timing there. It was like, I feel like it was just a millisecond ahead of Songwon's reaction time, because both reticules were like dead on. It was just a matter of speed there.
I think it was just Peaker's advantage.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be frank, Orange gets one, spots another one before they could do anything about it. She's getting one for himself, dashing on back, wants to regroup with his boy. Odd in the meantime, getting a pick, making the numbers 4-3. St. Joseph's is going on to this B side. There is a Viper's Pit that Blood is in. They do not care. They're just planning outside of it. Orange has a Viper's Pit of their own that they could use to swallow up some of Blood.
Blood does get a good spray, but gets caught himself.
Oh, Blood has to be careful. Blood goes down. It's going to be very bad. Oh, the Viper's Pit went down.
Oh, gets caught by Odd there.
Nice pick before death. But yeah, Spike is taken into 2 versus 3. She's using his ultimate. Getting one.
It's down to some cheese on a 1v2. Does not catch Odd on the roof.
And that's going to bring it to match points here.
Match point.
Boy, oh boy, Idaho doesn't have the greatest bias. Stinger in the hands of Songwon. Blood isn't going to be able to get a full loadout this round. And a timeout from game captain. I mean, might as well use it. It's match point. This might be your last time almost being able to use it here. And Idaho has to try and get 5 rounds in a row. Otherwise, it is going to be another loss. And I didn't speak about this before, but if Idaho does end up losing this map, it's going to make them go into playoffs almost
impossible.
Almost impossible.
Yeah.
There's still a chance. I've seen teams make playoffs with a 3-4 record, surprisingly, in the ECAC. So it's still very possible, but with a record 2-4, it's not likely. Yeah, just discussing the strats. One last huzzah. But, man, St. Joseph's has been playing this game so well. I keep mentioning Odd's name, and there's a reason. It almost has 30 kills on the map. Absolutely.
It's not
cooking
just
in
Odd,
every
but
angle.
Look at Zhao, look at Vibe Killer. Just like the top fragger is top fragging, but then the 2 below him are just being consistent in getting those points. Vibe Killer
couldn't go around the corner. Oh no, it happens to the best of us.
Very fast A-site take here from the Hawks. The Vandals are rushing close to that A-site.
Oh, and there's a Viper's Pit for St. Joseph's.
And
and Knives.
Spike planted.
Oh man, they're not going to make it easy for them. Zhao getting 2. Songwon trading it out.
Songwon has operator. Just shoot. Yeah, just shoot through the smoke. Okay.
Zombie getting a mid-air kill on Vibe Killer. It's a 3v2. Gonna put in a lot of effort, a lot of util here. Songwon trading out guns for this close quarters combat.
remaining.
Orange with a judge.
Attackers
Sprays the 2
win.
down. And it is a 2-0 for the Hawks, ending this game out strong.
Yeah, strong is indeed the word I would use. It seems like they were in the driver's seat almost that entire series, besides kind of that second half of map 1. But for the most part, they were in control. They were deciding kind of where Idaho was going to go on attacker side that whole map. And yeah, you could tell they definitely practiced up some corrode after their loss last week. And yeah, St. Joseph's goes up to 5-1 on the season. Very deserved. They played really well. I could see why they are one of the top teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure.
Yep. Well, it's another 2-0 for the Vandals here. You know, lots of practice to be had. We have another game, not next week because it's spring break. Whoop, whoop. Can I get a whoop, whoop?
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you, Brad.
Got you.
You're the only other person in this room.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing if I didn't do that.
Yeah, you could have done that, but you didn't. Thank you.
Yeah. Songwin, this could have been a crazy ace. That would have been
Yes,
crazy
that
if
would have been insane.
Cheese and Songwin both got aces on different maps. But, yeah, hey, it's a good clip.
Sure is.
Yeah, Idaho definitely has a little bit to work on. Probably just probably a couple play calls. I think it seems like when they get onto site, they don't like fully have a crazy idea on what to do. Kind of just improving it and winging it as they go. But hey, week 7 will be the week after spring break. That will be the last week of the regular season. I hope to see you guys there. But without further ado, thank you guys for tuning into today's stream. Make sure to check out our other games later on this week. We'll be streaming them. It's getting close to playoff season.
Yep.
And other than that, it's been Bradical. Joined here from Binkaloid. And we will see you guys next week.